Full disclosure, this is the first time a developer has reached out to me to play their game, and they gave me the game for free, but they did not pay me, which is why I give the game a 0 out of 10. Galaxy Survivors is a glorious mess. It's not much to look at, but it's fun and dirt cheap. $3. If you're going by the $1 per hour of fun rule, then I've already had my fill. It's also early access, which for this type of game I think that doesn't matter much, and if anything it's better, because you get new updates as a reason to jump back in. It's not the type of game I spend 6 hours straight playing. I jump into it whenever I want some dumb fun. So how does the game work? It's easy to say that it's Vampire Survivors in space, but that's not exactly true. You will see the differences soon. When you start the game, you have to choose a ship. For your first run at least, you will only be able to select one ship. Then you are in the galaxy and can move around and actually aim your weapon. I didn't know that for the first 20 or so minutes of playing the game. Yeah, I know, I'm stupid. But the goal is to save planets by going to them and erecting a planetary shield around them. But when you do that, the aliens block you in and swarm you, so you have to kill the aliens. Plus the aliens drop materials which automatically get used to make the shield. At least I'm pretty sure that's what the metal does. When you kill enough aliens, you level up and can select one of 4 random weapons or equipment. I'm fine with randomness as long as I have a choice. When you finish saving the planet, you get a stat reward. Basically more health, attack speed or damage. Stuff like that. The harder planets give you more rewards than the easier ones. The goal is to save 12 planets and then kill a final boss. This is what makes this game different from Vampire Survivors. In Vampire Survivors you just have to survive for 30 minutes, but here you get the choice of how long or how short your run is. Whenever you want, you can go save a planet and then finally kill the boss. And I like that. That way you can also try to finish the game as fast as you can, or take your time to max out your build. During your run, you also collect these blue things called data. This is the currency you use to upgrade yourself between runs, like standard stat things, more attack speed or damage or whatever. Every 3rd planet you save will have a mini-boss you have to kill. And when you kill him, you get rewarded with an upgrade with some benefits. Some of them will also have costs though. Which is also true of the weapons and equipment stuff. There are power-ups, you can either pick them up in the map or get an upgrade that will give you a power-up when you level up. The ones I've seen is tripling your attack rate, becoming invulnerable and dealing double damage, and finally freezing all the enemies. The last thing to introduce is the reputation, which you get by saving planets. With reputation, you can go to the command center and rank up and unlock modifiers. You have to select one negative one to get a positive one. I have never used this because in my eyes the negatives outweigh the positives pretty heavily. But hey, it's there if it's something you like. There are also achievements to collect and challenges to unlock new ships and some bonuses. The challenges are usually get both of these weapons or equipment during a run and maybe upgrade them to max. And then you get the ship. All the ships have different weapons and something special to make them different. Like the engineer ship has bigger explosions and the human cruiser has increased attack speed. Okay, the last thing, the bonuses. You can only select one. And it gives you stuff like an extra projectile or make weapons have homing or more piercing. All of this comes together in a gameplay loop that keeps me interested and I consistently have fun with it. Trying new builds and trying to keep myself alive while dodging the swarm. Of course, I had to get used to the art style. It's just very colorful shapes. Like a modern take on asteroids, I guess. And all this color in the game can really add to the classic bullet hell issue of what the fuck is going on my screen right now. Some of my bullets have the same color as the enemy bullets, which can lead to visual confusion. But I have gotten used to it and know by now which are mine and which are enemies, but you can set your own custom colors for ships, enemies and bullets, which solves this issue. And I suppose a cluttered screen is part of the appeal for the bullet hell genre. A glorious mess that only a seasoned player can make sense of. I did have some performance issues in the game. I had an upgrade that when I killed enemies, there was a chance that they exploded and shot out my currently equipped weapon. And I had the laser, which would kill many enemies at a time. And when that would happen, it would look like the game couldn't handle that and would stutter and almost freeze. And I opened up Task Manager and everything was fine there. It was the game itself that wasn't handling it. So if the developers are watching, then that's something you should look into. Another problem I ran into often is that my weapons would just stop firing. And I think that was an upgrade I got because it happened to me and I tried holding down right click and my guns started firing again. And I think that was a random upgrade that was forced on me by killing this rainbow asteroid. And I don't like that. I don't like that killing that asteroid can give me an upgrade I don't like. As for replayability, yeah, the challenges and achievements give you some replayability. I just don't think the game has enough of it. I think you can burn through most of what the game offers pretty fast, like 6 hours maybe. At least to unlock most of the ships and half the achievements maybe. And I think the biggest driver of replayability is getting the new ships. So once you got all of them, there's not much left driving you into playing the game. Unless you really want some good bullet hell. And yeah, this is a really good bullet hell. But it's early access, so with more updates bringing more things to unlock, I think the game will turn into something that will keep you captivated for quite a while. As long as the art style is something that appeals to you or you can get used to. Me, personally, would have much preferred to have actual ship sprites flying on the screen, but hey, this works. And is really fun. I recommend the game, and I give it 0 out of 10. Out of, please, I'm a starving university student and I desperately need the money. I am holding the actual rating for ransom. Getting contacted by a developer was really cool though. And if you're a developer, then please reach out. My email is in the About section on my YouTube page. I'm always looking for something new. Subscribe, call me Uncle Brian, and have a wonderful day.